There is a world behind the world you see. This is the 7-Minute Daily Focus, day 51 of 365. Today's focus, the world behind the world. There is a world behind the world you see, and the world you see stands in front of it as the physically visible expression of what stands behind it. The world behind is metaphysical. It is the unseen field where your thoughts are held. It is where ideas are formed. It is where dreams originate. It is where reality stands complete before it appears. The world in front is physical. It is the visible expression. It is the report. It is the echo. It is the fruit of what stands behind it. Pause for a moment. Sense this clearly. The world behind is the seed. The world in front is the fruit. The seed precedes the fruit. The unseen precedes the seen. You do not live from the fruit. You live from the seed. You do not interpret reality from the surface. You interpret from the source. When attention is fixed only on the world in front, reaction dominates. When awareness returns to the world behind, authority returns. Authority means the right to approve what stands as real. Authority means causation consciously directed rather than unconsciously permitted. The world behind contains your thoughts. Your thoughts generate ideas. Your ideas carry structure. Your belief approves that structure. Your focus holds it steadfast. The physical world prints it. This is not mere daydreaming or fantasies. This is order, the structural sequence, the fixed principle that cause precedes effect without exception. The metaphysical world is primary. The physical world is secondary. The secondary does not instruct the primary. It reflects it. Pause here. Sense the difference. One world generates, one world displays, one world authors, one world reports. If the world behind is ordered, the world in front will organize. To organize means to express inward design in outward form, the inevitable and uncompromising arranging of physical reality around an approved inward pattern, without exception. This is why you return inward, not to escape the world, but to govern it, not to deny appearance, but to understand its origin. The world behind is not distant. It is immediate. It is the field of thought. It is the first sense reading what is. It is the quiet realm of actuality. The world in front is slower. It moves in sequence. It unfolds in time. It arranges itself around the structure approved behind it. Therefore, walk today conscious of the world behind. Think deliberately, approve carefully, hold steadfastly, because what stands behind inevitably stands in front. You walk today as one who sees present reality, not as the physical world presents reality, but as reality truly is. Enter the focused state of deliberate intention. Let the world behind be ordered. Let the world behind be certain. Let the world behind be aligned with actuality. Look deeper into the world behind. It is not a mere abstract. It is structured like fertile ground beneath the surface of a landscape. You do not see the roots at work. You do not hear the silent expansion beneath the soil. Yet everything visible above ground is determined by what is anchored below. The strength of the trunk, the spread of the branches, the quality of the fruit, all of it is governed by what remains unseen. In the same way, your outward life is not self-originating. It is fed by inward agreement. It is nourished by repeated thought. It is stabilized by steadfast belief. Long before a decision becomes physically visible, it has been rehearsed silently within. Long before opportunity appears, it has been authorized in the unseen. The world behind is constantly shaping physical form, whether consciously directed or unconsciously permitted. Consider how a building rises. Before steel meets sky, before glass reflects light, there is a blueprint. The blueprint is precise, measured, intentional. The structure cannot exceed its design, nor can it escape it. The world behind functions as that blueprint. Your focused thought drafts it. Your belief signs it. Your consistency preserves it. The world in front simply constructs what has already been drawn. When you neglect the world behind, you surrender authorship. When you attend to it, you reclaim governance. Reaction belongs to the surface. Direction belongs to the source. If reports disturb you, return to the root. If circumstances fluctuate, stabilize the seed, because correction never begins in the fruit. It begins in the unseen field where structure is held. The world behind is steadfast even when the world in front appears unstable. It is not rushed by time. It is not shaken by headlines. It is not pressured by delay. Actuality remains whole there. Completion remains intact there. And when you consciously align with that steadfastness, your outward life begins to mirror composure, not because events instantly change, but because the governing pattern has been reordered. Therefore, discipline your attention. Let it settle behind appearances. Let it anchor beneath reaction. Let it be approved deliberately. For every sustained perception is a seed planted. Every repeated approval is a root strengthened. Every focused recognition is a design confirmed. And over time, what stands firmly behind will stand physically visible in front, because the world behind is the cause. The world in front is the effect. Cause does not consult effect. Effect does not instruct cause. The seed determines the fruit without negotiation. The metaphysical precedes the physical without exception. Affirmation for day 51. I attend to the world behind. I govern from the unseen. I approve deliberately. I align with actuality. The seed determines the fruit. Cause stands behind. Effect stands before. What I order inwardly appears outwardly, without exception.